There's Northside Prep, Bryn Mawr. That is not where we're fishing today, folks. Today, I've decided that we're gonna head to the Lincoln Bridge. So that is where we are driving now. And yes, you can see all the salt that's dried out on the front of the truck there. It's just the city. They dump so much salt in the city, it's crazy. All right, stay tuned. We are headed to Lincoln Bridge. Quest for a mirror carp number 5. Alrighty, we are pulling into the parking lot now. There's the old Ross for Less. I'm gonna keep going right here. And hopefully there's a parking spot for me. Hopefully they plowed the actual lot over here and I don't have to use the Starbucks lot. And it looks like they did. But yeah, as you can see, we have mountains and mountains of snow piled up because recently we received about 12 inches. So, it's the spot right here. I will tune in when I'm loaded up. Well, that's our spot down there, guys. Alright guys, so we are at the spot, and the sirens, well, it's just a part of being in the city. Every 15 minutes or so, sometimes less. But we just got to the spot, and as you can see, there are ducks flowing our way right away. So that's a good sign. Like I said, a lot of ducks in the river because a lot of people bait them, and the carp like to sit under them and wait for the crumbs to fall. So I'm really liking it over here on the left side. It looks like a little bit of a dip, deep dip here. So we're gonna try to fish right in there, this area right here. So we're gonna get our bait out there and then we'll go from there. So gonna go and try to provide these carp freshest corn that we can get. I'm gonna pour the juice right here. Wow, it's a lot more snow than I thought. Okay, but yeah, I'll pour the juice right there. This is a combination today of white and gold kernel corn, so let's see. I got a good feeling. Just like rain, let it rain that corn. Spread it out enough where the fish just don't sit there and eat your bait all in once. You do kind of want to drive them crazy. They swim up, they smell it, they can get a few bits and pieces here and there, but it drives them wild. So there's no hesitation. When your bait's there, they'll just grab it. If you throw a bunch in there, they'll just sit on that pile and just constantly feed, and your chances of hitting right on that pile are very slim. So you got to spread that out a little bit. First rod. I don't really have a rod holder set up. Let me see what I could do with that. When you're on these sloping banks, guys, always reach for the bottom of the logs. Make sure you put your foot on there so you always have footing, because all the banks on the river are steep like that. Yes. Ooh. Awesome. Starting to get a little nervous because it's so windy out here today, and the bites were so light that I wasn't going to be able to even see them. Look at this guy, is such a fighter, man. He's got those head tugs and everything going down there. Pulled some drag. All that good stuff, guys. Whew. Look at that. He's really, really, really... You don't really get many head tugs like that. Like, the head shakes back to back, back to forth. But this guy is 100% a head shaker. So, that's cool. Whoa! This guy's not playing down there. He's jumping and everything now. Now all we have to do is fight the fish, tie rope the wall. There's no ice on the bottom of my shoe here. But yeah, we're going down, guys. A little slippery with the snow. I should have cleared the snow off before I headed down. Check that out, guys. Beautiful fish. Right here by the Lincoln Bridge. It didn't take long. Really, really windy winter day. Really chilly, but we got one. Gonna get him in the net now. Awesome. I just gotta... Whoa! My nut just broke. That's interesting. All right, so the bottom of my net came down. Just scrape all this ice off here. It's one thing after another, I swear. I only got a glove on my left hand because the last time I was out, I got gashed, and I just don't want to risk getting any river water in it. All right, we got that connected back. I'm gonna have to figure out how to seal that. Let's get this guy in the net now. All right, fish is in the net. All right, guys, fish is in the net. Now I just have to somehow turn around and get back up here without falling in. Boy, do I pick my spots, huh? God dang it. Me bleeding. Man, did I get myself in a predicament there, guys. I'm telling you, I picked my spots so good. Almost fell into the water. Oh boy. Well, anyways, guys, it's unfortunate I have to get my glove fishy, but I got that cut on there. Here we are. Absolutely beautiful Chicago River. common carp. We're out here on the last day of January. It is chilly. It's milder than usual, but it is chilly with all this wind. And it didn't take us long. About 20 minutes, we hooked up with our first fish. Quest for a mirror carp number 5. Not a mirror carp, but we'll keep that quest going. This one hit on that white and gold corn. I'm gonna keep using my mangled net today, but obviously I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's go get this guy back in the water. Remember guys, you don't want these fish out long, but especially in the wintertime, you do not want these fish out of the water long. Going for the release. All right guys, that was a fun fish, fun fight. As I'm turning around to head back to my spot, I noticed all this right here, which looks like there was a guy carp fishing very recently, and you can see he just keeps piling all his garbage up in the same area. So I hope to catch you out here, sir, so I can give you a little lesson on how to properly clean up after yourself. Thank you guys. Let's keep going. Oh, that just happened out of nowhere. Like nothing's happens, and then all of a sudden your rod just flies. It's so wild. Which is a good thing for today because it's so windy today. If these fish were not hooking themselves, it'd be very hard to get that hook into them. Strong fish. This is definitely a bigger one than our last one we hooked. Yeah, this is a fatty. I'm gonna reel this in since all of our rods are just shooting in the water today. And yeah, let's go down here to net this guy. We're gonna drag him all the way down. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna just swim him down to the canoe launch, because obviously we weren't thinking on that last one, and we almost went in the river and ended our whole day today early, going down that little slant of concrete which is iced over. Oh, right on the top lip there too. Look at that. Perfect hook there. Oh yeah. That was another good fight. Another beautiful Chicago River. That hook is right in the top lip there. Using that white and gold combination corn today. Beautiful fish, man. This is a very, very heavy one. Not long, but he's very heavy. Get that hook out of him real quick. See, and that's the size hook we're using today. I mean, it's not big at all. You know, just the size of my nail there. All right. Carp quest number 5. Last day of January. Not a mirror carp. We're gonna continue that quest, but a beautiful Chicago River common carp. Going in for the release. Big fish. All right, guys, and as you know, there's no secrets to what I'm doing out here. We just got to run through these numbers of carp before we can find a mirror carp. So today, eventually I'm going to start messing around with more baits, things like that, and introducing you to new tactics. But as of right now, we're keeping it very simple and just going through numbers. And that's what I'm using today, is what I typically always use, is this slip sinker rig. And that's got that leader on it with the hook. And we're going for the carp with the corn. Get it back out there. Definitely not gonna catch a fish with my presentation out of the water. Oh, there's one. There's another one. There's another one. Yes. All right, I'm gonna trying to loosen my spool on this other rod here so we could walk this fish down to the canoe launch so I don't fall in the water, or at least risk falling in the water again. All right, guys. Come on, fishy. Come on, fishy. He's slowly working with me here. Almost to that canoe launch. It's so funny because when you see me or when I drag the fish near like a piece of cover, a stick, a big rock, anything like that, you can see the fish dart for it and almost try to just rub his face along it to get the line off of his mouth. All right, let's see if we can get this guy netted here. Another pretty fish. This one's a little bit more on the long side, which they tend to fight a little stronger, it seems like, when they're longer. They just got more momentum, like torpedoes. Another beautiful fish, guys. I mean, can you ask for much more in January? Well, I guess I can. I can ask for a mirror carp. Not a mirror carp. We're going to continue that quest, guys, but having a great time out here during rush hour. Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful fish. All right, buddy, there you go. In between, while we're waiting for bites here and all this wind, I'm not even sure if you guys can see how windy it is, but the wind is coming very, very swiftly down the river in this direction as the water's moving in that direction. But yeah, the wind's coming straight down the river, and because of all those intersections over there, you can just, all you really smell is all the exhaust and everything. So it's really the only unpleasant thing about today. But other than that, we are doing good. We've caught a few so far. If you see that over there, all the ducks just rushed over there. That's the 4th person since I've been here today that's tossed bread or crackers over the bridge. So it's very cool. Carp heaven, man. Carp heaven. Oh. Wow. See that, guys? I just happened to lift up. I was just checking the rod. I was gonna recast it. And boy, do we have one on there. Wow. Another fatty too. That is so crazy. Oh, the hook just came out of him. The hook just came out of him. Ooh, that wind, I can barely even speak with it blowing right in my face. But yeah, guys, that was our number 4th carp. I guess technically we did not get him in, though I seen him and he was not a mirror carp. As always, you would not even know I was out here if I didn't post this video. Please leave no trace. We're gonna keep this quest going. We just, like I said, we gotta run through these numbers because we have to catch a lot of carp in order to finally catch that majestic, very rare mirror carp. Thank you guys for coming along my journey today. I appreciate your support and I appreciate everything you guys do, the likes, the comments, watching the video all the way through. You've made it this far, highly appreciate it. Comment mirror carp in the bottom if you watched it this far. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next week with carp quest number 6. Hopefully we get a mirror carp then. Please subscribe, snag that like button, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you again. Peace.